In this episode, somebody got a sponsorship. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? My name's Michael Sahno, and welcome to the Sea and Land Fitness Podcast, brought to you by Sea and Land Fitness. Head on over to www.sandlfit.com. That's sandlfit.com. And start your military endurance fitness journey. Got a ton of new stuff coming up with regard to that, but I'm going to cover some of it on this episode, but I'll go into deeper depth on what's going on with Sea and Land Fitness as the episode progresses, and then I'll get into kind of a deep dive as we wrap up. All right, so a ton of stuff has been happening. All of it good. All of it terrifying as well, but all of it good. So I was supposed to do an episode last week, and I'm sorry about that. There have been a couple of things going on. So one of the things, and for this, we'll cover motivation a little bit. But as I said in the beginning, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you look over my left shoulder, you'll see a bunch of Coyote Tan gear. That is the merchandise that we got from 511 to film our fitness instructional videos that are getting ready to be filmed in 2 weeks. And we got I don't know if you can see it, but right there in the front is a huge 50-pound sandbag with all the handles on it. There is a weight vest. I already have a weight vest, but I wanted the newest. I wanted the vest that I use. One, it's no longer available, and two, I wanted you guys to have the most recent vest and the vest that I thought would be the best for you. We've got this vest plus a couple of other training specific vests. This is the tactical vest. And then there's also a ruck back there, and my weight belt, and a bunch of and our hats are sitting all on top of it. So thank you, Newt, and all of you over at 511 for believing in what we're doing. And it's awesome. You guys have been amazing. Kristen, all of you guys have been just phenomenal. But as I said, I wasn't around to do the episode last weekend. So normally I do them on Saturday or Sunday, and then I release it that Sunday for the next week. I wasn't there because I was at West Point, the United States Military Academy, which is just across the river from where I live, at the Trans-Rue Marksmanship Center. So it's a range, an indoor range. They also have an outdoor range, but where I was at the indoor range, taking a pistol class, which was absolutely phenomenal. So hold on, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Peter Madeira, this is for you. So what a lot of people don't realize is, and this is how I know if someone's kind of BSing me on what they did and where they've been. So I was infantry. All right. I was also in the Navy before that. So I was in the Navy for 6 years and the Army for 4 years. But when I was in the infantry, you got your rifle, your battle rifle, your M4. I had an M16A2 and then an M16A4 and then an M4 during the deployment. I had an M4. Um, and I had shot a pistol. Actually, I wound up with more pistol experience when I was in the Navy than I did when I was in the Army. Um, but still, by no means an expert. So, I mean, I'm pretty good. I'm a dead-eyed dick. I can hit it. Um, but I'm not like some of these guys, like, that you see on TV or not TV, that you see on YouTube and stuff like that. Um, so I wanted to, take a really cool course, and they offer one not just to veterans, not just to military members, but Transru, um, West Point, their range is open to the public. So if you went onto the website, so I highly recommend you go over there. Randy runs the place. She's a rock star. And John, he gave the class. Um, and he is a law enforcement officer. He's an FBI firearms instructor. Just wow. Um, and there's another guy, Mike. He's a former cop. He actually helped me with my shooting because so instinctually, when you press with your rifle and you go to engage a target, you have this. There are biomechanics to it. There's a stance that you take, and he was like, you shot rifle a lot. He like picked it up like that, and I said, yeah. How'd you know? He said, I could tell by the way you're standing. I was like, ooh, okay, no problem. And he cleaned me up a little bit, and I actually wound up shooting a ton better than I had before. So that's where I was last week. I wasn't able to get the episode out because not just that I could have done it earlier. Um, but I told you, I think it was in the last episode. I'm pretty sure it was in the last episode. I told you guys that I got injured. So I was doing some rehab in the gym to bring myself back up, and I'm all healed. I'm all good. I still get a twinge every once in a while. But a twinge in a way, I think I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me. A twinge in a way that tells me that I'm pushing the muscle, um, that I'm not really damaging the muscle, but that the muscle's also not 100% there yet, not ready to take the load that I'm putting on it. And I'm actually curious because when I wind up doing that, when I wind up feeling that twinge, I think, going back to the word biomechanics, I think there's some biomechanical movement that I'm doing that is outside of good technique. What do I mean by that? I mean, like, I'm drifting, my body's drifting into a position that it should not be drifting into, which is ironic because I was reading this book on psychology and anxiety, and it's not related, but it is related. It talks about thoughts drifting into places where they shouldn't in order to give you good, strong, positive thoughts. I was physically drifting into positions that weren't strong and solid, which is nice because it's enough pain to let me know, hey, asshole, clean it up. You know what I mean? So no, that's really great. But I've been recovering from all of that stuff. All those torquing that happened on the right side of my body in the lower back region, the glute region, and all that. So I did some corrective exercises to bring myself back up to fighting strength, I guess would be the best way to describe it. So there's that, and I did that, and that's good, and that's given me I'm back to a very solid foundation. But now we're 2 weeks out, and I had to do nothing for 2 days. I had to rest, which for any of you out there who are athletes, any of you who are out there who are, you know, in the military, rest is good, but sometimes it makes you itch, makes you want to just get out there and go do something, and you start, I don't know, just getting bored real quick. I'm so bored resting, but that's going to be cured tomorrow, because over the next 2 weeks, um, we're going to start filming all the videos May 1st. And that's 2 weeks away. And I'm going into this really ridiculous workout schedule. Hold on, another sip of coffee. So this ridiculous workout schedule that I'm going into is going to be, it's actually going to be, it's weird. It's going to be 3 days, 3 days a week. So, and 2 days a week. Okay. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we'll start with the vest run, which it's become. But I have this, so I have this map, this little map. I don't know if you can see it in the with the lights. But this map is a map of all the trails that are around here. I live right next to a mountain called Bull Hill, across the river from Storm King, which is right next to West Point. And there's this like 2.5 mile stretch uphill over terrain. It's kind of a grinder without any weight. And I'm gonna grab my Camelback and the weight vest, and I'm gonna get myself up there. I'm gonna try. Right now, as it stands, I'm probably gonna do it once a week, and I'm thinking Monday just to get it out of the way. So tomorrow, and so that's my first workout. Then I come home, I eat a chicken salad sandwich because I have to, and then by around 1, 2 o'clock, I shoot over to the gym and I do my big body exercises. And that'll consist of chest and back. And then come home, eat, hang out for a little while, and then around 5, 6 o'clock, then I'll do another workout. That'll be a focused workout. And that workout on Mondays and Fridays, that'll be shoulders. And on Wednesdays, we do squats. We do posterior chain, lower body, glutes, all that stuff. Front squats, rear squats. What else? What else? What else? Stiff-legged deadlifts. Banded side steps. That's one of my favorites because that puts your butt like right on fire. If you're not doing banded side steps, it's good for the IT band too, for the running and stuff like that. And then I come home. That's my 1 o'clock, and then I come home on Wednesday and do my 5, 6 o'clock, and that's buys and tries. Gotta get jacked. So, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go to the pool. Got to be there by around 1 o'clock, and I'll do what do I do? A half-mile swim. Usually just breaststroke. And that's sort of an active recovery for the other days, but depending on how I'll feel, I'll put gas to the pedal and go a little bit faster. And then come home, hang out for a little while, and then I got to come up with a workout, about 5 exercises, some knee. I'm thinking lunges, moving lunges, and then on the lunge roller. I have this really cool um, piece of equipment. It rolls, so you put your feet on the back of it, and it's pretty great. So maybe 4 exercises on that day to take it down a notch. But yeah, so what's the purpose of all this programming? What's the purpose of this big, you know, load in terms of working out? Well, I want to look yoked for the exercise videos. I want to look jacked. I want to look good. I don't want people to go, I look fine now. Absolutely look fine now. I have really big shoulders. I have a big back. My legs look like sequoias. Um, I have a little bit, not a gut, but I do have a little bit of a belly. And that's just because I like Guinness. You know what I mean? I don't know. But overall, I actually really look in shape. So and I was having a talk, I think it was with my wife, maybe, about this, where I look in the mirror and I'm very happy with what I see. I'm not so there are a couple of things that give me a second, I'm gonna have another sip of coffee. Mm. So there are a couple of uh dysmorphic neuroses that individuals have. So one of them is anorexia or bulimia, and that's, purging or the cessation of nutrients, and that's a ton of stuff. But then there's another one that is and that one results in thinning over time. You wind up losing a lot, in a very unhealthy fashion, a lot of weight. But there's also the opposite end of the spectrum, which is body it's another body dysmorphia. Is it muscular dysmorphia? I can't remember exactly. This is horrible, right? I can't remember. I'm here talking about it. Um, but basically, you can't look perfect enough muscularly, or you don't look jacked enough. And I don't have that. I'm actually very happy when I look in the mirror. Um, I'm actually, this is going to sound weird, but there are times when I can't believe it's me. There are times when I see my shoulders and they look like shoulders I've seen on someone else, and I'm like, wow, that looks cool. Wow, my arms look like so and so's arms. So there's kind of a little shock value, and it's kind of good that I'm patting myself on the back and have this positive body image, because there are a lot of people out there who don't have that. So but anyways, so the purpose of the next 2 weeks is just to get nice and jacked for these videos, and I'm going to be shooting these videos for like probably about a week and a half to 2 weeks. And that's the other thing. We got all the equipment we needed. We got a teleprompter. I ordered a banner for in the back. I ordered some stuff from Rogue, a pull-up bar, which, please God, help me be able to do the pull-ups. I'm a big guy. I weigh like 265 pounds. I'm a big dude. I'm also 6'2". Um, I'm 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 very large. I'm very large. Not fat. I'm a big Hulk kind of a guy. But that's genetics. I've always been, I've always had a big back and big legs, and now my upper body though is coming more into line with my lower body. Um but I got all the equipment I need. there's always more equipment I would love to have, but and we're gonna set this up, and we're gonna get all these videos done. And I'm very excited about that. We're really, really chugging along, and it's been such a crazy journey. One, to figure out what the hell are we going to do with Sea and Land Fitness? How are we going to make what is Sea and Land Fitness's purpose? I've always had an idea about what its purpose was, but to get it really refined into a way that the possibilities of it just like mushroom, exponentially. They're just, it's really cool. We're also looking to the future at a facility down the road, but that's down the road. Right now I'm really focused on this shoot and getting the members area up, which May 1st we're doing all the filming. And over the next 2 weeks I also have to write a bunch of scripts for the videos. 4 points for a push-up, 4 points for a pull-up, the sandbag power clean, 4 steps, all that stuff. So really getting it down to the nitty-gritty, writing it in very simplistic terms so that anyone can figure it out. Or look at what's occurring, and with as few questions as possible, be able to emulate what's being done in the instructional video. So I'm just super excited and super busy, crazy busy. I feel like stuff is falling to the wayside all the time, but I have this huge whiteboard over here with a to-do list, so not much gets lost. Usually if it gets lost, it's something personal that I wanted to do. But yeah, all that stuff's coming through. I also updated so I did an inventory of all the stuff we had, because we got new Sea and Land Fitness stuff. This hat I'm wearing, this is our new multicam hat, which is awesome. The hats we got our new Flex Fit workout caps. Those are $29.99, I think. These are $24.99. These are trucker hats. And I did the inventory on everything. We have a couple of our older Flex Fits that are on sale for $19.99. You can go check those out. What else did I do? I did an inventory on all those shirts. I have a new shirt design that's coming out with the American flag superimposed inside the logo. And I'm pretty sure either that's going to be the shirt that I wear in the videos, or it's going to be this professional tactical polo that I'm wearing. And then, yeah, this new shirt's coming out, which I'm super excited about. And all of the inventory's been done on all of the items in the store. And we kind of redid the store a little bit, took some photos. I used our super nice Canon camera and took some world-class photographs of all of the merchandise and put that up. I've already had a couple of orders so far, so we're really kind of chugging along on stuff. And we've got pretty much everything in stock. The Garmin watches, I actually need to do an order on Garmin watches. And just to let you guys know, Garmin watches I keep limited stock on, but can get stuff from Garmin no problem, and I can have them ship it directly to your house. It's not a drop ship. I'm actually a Garmin dealer. And if you are in the military or a veteran, I'm working on ID Me. It's either going to be ID Me, ID Me, GovX, or expert voice. And I got to figure out which one I want to do, because all of them do it a different way. But we're gonna right now, if you're a veteran and you want to get something from our store, email me, info at sandlfit.com. Email me and we'll get you a 10% off code, one-time use code, until we get all that stuff up. But yeah, so again, sorry I missed last week. I'm really trying to get it better. I'm talking to Dr. Derek Mann, who asked me why I haven't had him on the podcast. And I said, because I got bigger things in line for you, bro. He is my mentor, one of my partners in doing all this, and he is a premier brain in sports psychology. I'm also trying to get in touch Dr. Adolphs, who was on the show. Basically what I want to do, this is what I want to do. I want to have 4 episodes a month, 2 of them just me, and then 1 episode a month with Dr. Mann, talk about sports psychology, and 1 episode a month with Dr. Adolphs, and we talk about something in physiology. So yeah, and that's where we are. I will do my best to try to maintain the 2-week schedule that I have now. I know I haven't been very good at it, and it is an excuse that I have been busy, but in my mind, it's kind of a valid one, because but bullshit. I can always make time, and it only takes about a half an hour to set all this stuff up and get rolling. So, I am going to work harder. All right. That's all I got for you guys. Go honeybadgers, bro. Oh, I'm also doing one more thing. I'm doing morning motivations. Morning motivation. I'm putting that out on Instagram twice a week. So little tidbits letting you know about my training schedule, what I'm doing in training, and the buttresses that I'm butting my head, the walls that I'm butting my head against, either physically in training or mentally in training. So, and hoping to give you guys a little bit of morning motivation. All right, that's it, guys. Take it easy on your badgers. Talk to you soon. Out.